Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The contribution of Conor Gallagher should be key, Peter. I've heard a lot of people say he's a combination of a number 10 and a number 8, but he's more of a runner, a worker for me. It's his really powerful ability to get up and down the pitch that just stands out, because he's a ubiquitous talent. You just never know where he's going to pop up. He seems to be everywhere at every time.
Okay, interesting. Caicedo. Fernandez. Lavia. Chalobah. Lavia. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. Sarr. Gallagher, Spence, played out wide, he has found the way through, and that's been repelled. It's gone for a throw-in. Gallagher. And here's, could be danger, can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out.
Colomwani! Split-second reaction.
Colomwani clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bino Gittins. João Pedro. Calmly anticipates. Romero. Pedro Porro. And it's Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's...
He's having a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
James. Bino Gittins. Now it's João Pedro. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Can he find the finish? Well, that's well seen too. And here's Colomwani. Lavia.
Pedro Neto.
So it is still 0-0. Colwell. Cucurella. Fernandez.
Pedro Neto.
Fernandez. Alinea producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Sarr. Turns and goes back. Fernandez. Spread out to the left.
Joao Pedro.
Out to the left it goes. Gets into some space. That has been knocked clear. Kolimuani. Muscular approach does pay off here. Chalobah. Fernandez.
Pedro Neto.
Picks it up out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Alinea played into space. Colwell. Lavia. Chalobah. James. And it's Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandez. And here's Neto. Ball swung in. Van der Ven gets it away. Kudus. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Joao Pedro.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Romero. Joao Palhinha. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Nice physical challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Joao Pedro.
Out towards the flank. James. Vicario claims it, and the danger passes. Pedro Porro. Keeper's got good distance on that. Lavia.
Joao Pedro.
And he welcomes it in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tries to clear. And it's James. Fernandez. Fernandez. And the shot! Terry. to be the final action of the first half. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes.
Kudos! Oh, they could be caught out here. And the keeper has it. Fernandez. And here's Colomwani! Fernandez. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Cucurella. Caicedo. They get a throw in. Chalobah. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well read, nice interception. Bino Gittins. Caicedo. And it's James. Lavia. Colomwani. Tell. Spence. Gallagher. Spence looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Tell. Colwill shifted upfield.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Vicario sends that a long way. It's a throw-in. Time for a change in personnel. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's Fernandez. James. And here's Neto. He's gone for goal!
Fernandez usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Fernandez. Tell. Lavia does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Pedro. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, played right into his path. Lavia. And it's Cucurella. Nice interception, well timed. Bino Gittins. And the shot! Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Cleared away. Goes for a shot! Colomwani. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Odobert. Spence. Romero. Garnacho. Now it's João Pedro. Garnacho. Colomboani. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Caicedo. Oh, that's a nice ball. Richarlison. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Odobert. Richarlison, it's a delicate pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Fernandes. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Sarr. Richarlison. Pedro Porro. And here's Richarlison. Now it's Colomboani. Shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Odobert is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Caicedo. Fernandes. And it's Gallagher. And that's a date. Colomboani! And he has kicked it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's a good run down the right. We expected better, and so did he. Odobert. Gallagher. Spence. Lavia, aim forwards. Caresses it through. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Pedro Porro tries across. Chalobah is there, and he can get that clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gallagher, gently done. Now it's Odobert. Oh, just skips past his man.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cucurella. Garnacho. Fernandes. Lavia. James. Now it's João Pedro. Garnacho. Romero makes the interception. So that's it. It is all over. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this boy, Matis Tell, has really impressed me, Peter. He's athletic, he's strong, and he's quite explosive when he's on the flank. No wonder he's being compared to certain French greats who play in the...
Can he finish? And picked up by the most elastic stage.
Dino Gittens really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Gallagher. He's got away. Pedro Neto.
And it's lofted through here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Tell. Joao Palhinha. Spence. Now it's Tell. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Pedro Neto.
Joao Pedro is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Tell.
Kudus.
Over to the left.
Oh, sweet feet.
And he shoots!
Aimed in towards the centre.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
That's the keeper's ball. Spence. Spence shifted upfield. Picks it up out wide. Cucurella. This is gone, that's a foul.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Lavia tries to clear. Caicedo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Sarr. Pedro Porro gets across to intercept that. Sarr. Gallagher. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Chalobah aim forwards. Do have a chance to counter here. And it's played forward. Van der Ven is there and he can get that clear. Spence. Gallagher gently done. And here's Colomwani. Tell. Big chance! He's delivered all right!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Pedro Neto. Oh, good spread. Pedro Neto. James. Vicario claims comfortable. Pedro Porro. And it's Fernandez. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
But they should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Caicedo forwards and with intent, and he's managed to get free. That is a brilliant interception. Cucurella. Lavia. Fernandez. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. Searching pass he's played there. And that pass just didn't quite work. Gallagher. Vicario sends that a long way. Spence. Sarr. Kudus out to the right. Lavia. Moved on forwards. Fernandez. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Vicario, long ball by the goalkeeper. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Lobbed in behind. And he thumps it clear. Spence. Van de Ven. Gallagher. That's a throw. Caicedo.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Kudus. Gallagher. Romero. Gallagher. Sarr. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Oh, Delicate chip through. It's out for a goal kick. Chalobah shifted upfield. Garnacho. João Pedro. And that has put paid to that. Gallagher. Tell. Gallagher. Foot in. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. João Pedro. Garnacho. Now it's Palmer. He has found a way through. João Pedro. Spence. Sarr. Romero. That's really well manoeuvred. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro chasing after it. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Colomwani is offering a wry smile there.
Pedro Porro. Colomwani. Now this could be a chance.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Kudus! Oh, it's come loose! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Caicedo. Fernandez. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. João Palhinha. Now it's Gallagher. Fernandez wins the duel this time. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Van de Ven. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And that's a throw. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Fernandez. And it's James. Garnacho is having a shot! It's anyone's ball now. And that has been clubbed away. Caicedo. And here's Mudryk. Garnacho. Real chance! It's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Sarr played out towards the right wing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cucurella aimed forwards. João Palhinha. Gallagher. Well, that's well seen too. Rodrigue. Spence cuts out the pass. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Romero. Now it's Kudus. Kudus spread out to the left. Drilled in low. Great chance! Now it's Kudus. Kudus! And the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. Oh, smashing header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. It's a good foot in there. Caicedo tries making a foray down the right. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Romero. Van de Ven. Gallagher. Gallagher, gently done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Mudryk. Palmer.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Caicedo.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Colomwani. Kudus. Great position here. Big chance, corner. Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Gallagher. João Palhinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Neither side really getting hold of the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Out to the left it goes. Udogi chips it through. Tries a shot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Found him in acres of space. Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And there's going to be another
change here. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Palmer does really well to win the ball there.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I could describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Might be danger here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's there to clear it. Here's Gallagher. So, back when it goes. João Palhinha. Here's Gallagher. Played out to the right. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and